From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
They'll run. It's Rashard Smith. Only a couple there, so he's brought down about the 28.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Off play action. Richardson. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front four? Is it going to be three? Is he going to bring linebackers, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
19 Lions.
On third down, here's Genty. Ooh, the juke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Crack all 80.
A gain of 30.
Ready?
First down, Raiders.
They'll go again with Genty. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
On the run, it's Dowdle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy middle move, stopped short of the 40. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On the coverage.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Easy.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the left side, he's got Willis. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First and goal from the 6.
Yellow.
Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jalen Royals. With an amazing diving catch. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Well, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Let's go now. Go.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC-10. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards.
First and goal, Raiders.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Richardson. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they come up now, second and goal.
Ready? Ready, ready.
On the give, Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround? And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play there for KC. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14, Raiders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the gun, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Go. Ready.
Right back to Genty on first down. And he sidestepped the one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jinty. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Dowdle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. QB sneak, Richardson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Anthony Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jalen Royals with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14.
Raiders 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Okay,
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Come on, come on.
A run straight ahead with JT. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 110 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good for a Las Vegas first down. A gain of 22 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Richardson to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now back foot throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready? Crack all 80. Let's go.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from third and long to now it's a go situation here on fourth and inches.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Richardson off the play fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
17-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
The 45-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Will get this complete to Worthy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
43.
Mahomes to throw once more. And a throw right sideline is complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, 43. What's that?
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nifty move. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
6-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. That's into the hands of Woods. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, it was him as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
A give out of the gun to Genty. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
60, cut 19, cut 19.
Richardson looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Yellow, yellow. White.
Looking to throw. Pass complete to Royals. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down.
Rashard Smith with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Richardson back to throw it. Got his man, it's Thornton. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Yellow. Go, yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Right side.
A first down carry for Smith. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 7.
Yellow. Go, Willie. Yellow. Right side.
Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
On the counter, it's Smith. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Raiders 14. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down, 18 yards to go.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, and I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
14-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll run it again with Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Here's 3rd and 3.
Mahomes going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Yellow. Right side.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Butker now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. On the give, Genty. Yeah, strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A gain of 19 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Get it. Gravity Lions. Steady.
On the draw, here's Genty.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
on as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
This is 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Yellow. Hey, Rip, I'll go up. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Yellow, yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there for KC. 56 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Smith up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Another try for Smith. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 56, Raiders 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.